What is going on, guys? It is your boy. Come back with another video, another Shadowlands video. Man, it's been a crazy week since it's dropped. Like, so crazy. I'm just gonna go ahead and get right to the video and just kind of let you guys know how I'm feeling about Shadowlands. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I'll make sure to get my point across so you guys know exactly how I feel and what's been going on and what's gonna keep going on with it going on with it going on. All right. So, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into this thing. So, Shadowlands been here for a whole week, 7 days. It's Monday right now while I'm recording this, and man, Shadowlands been good to me. Now, it's been good to me in the sense of gameplay, story was great overall, leveling was great overall. And it's just that it feels good. I'm kind of going to give my pros and cons of how I'm feeling about the expansion. So, first of all, pros. We'll go over the pros right now. Pros with the expansion right now. The storyline as a whole was pretty great. Cutscenes were great. Leveling the areas as a whole were great. It just felt good. It felt good to be out and level and just, party up with your boys or, your girls, depending on, the mix. And it just felt good. Leveling felt great. We leveled mainly through the story and dungeons, and it was fantastic. I really can't complain too much about anything when it came to the leveling. It took a while because, we were taking our time, we were enjoying it, rolling the dice, shooting the crap, and just enjoyed it. It was great. I have no complaints there. Once we hit 60, we had to do everything, make sure we had to do all our zones, get our covenants and everything set up. And, it was cool. I leveled as Fury for a while, and then I realized as I'm running through dungeons that Fury was not cutting it, sadly. And I wanted to play Fury so bad, well, single-minded Fury, bad. And it was just no good. So I swapped to arms, got to max level, got some gear. And it was sad that arms is like performing. Like arms is out here shining right now. So, it's a little hard for me to transition to arms, but I'm going to do what I have to do in order for my group, my raid group, Mythic Plus group, for us to be successful. So, I'm doing what I got to do. And it is enjoyable. I can't lie. Arms does feel good, and it does play very well as you get gear, as you get some of your stats. It does feel good. So, nothing to really complain about that. Another pro going into it is leveling the alts. Now, I thought I was going to take a little while before I started leveling an alt, but I was like, hey, why not? Let's have a backup for raids and keys and things like that, just in case it's needed. So I went ahead and leveled my Warlock. Now, there's two options that you can go. You can go back through the story, or you can go through an option called Threads of Fate. Now, Threads of Fate is the option you basically skip the whole storyline. You get to choose what zones you go through, and you level through by doing bonus objectives, side quests, etc. And there's also a quest line in each zone as you gain percentage through that. Once you hit 100% from basically bonus objectives, side quests, etc., things like that, it will reward you a big chunk of experience, and it'll get you a piece. I'm pretty sure it's been a weapon every time that I've been through it when I did my Warlock, and it kind of helps you get your item level up. So that was fine. A little bit slower if you're doing it solo. But it is a different change of pace if you don't want to do the story over again, because if you start the story and you hit 60 during being locked into the story, you have to make sure you have to do all the zones over again, complete them, the main storyline. And I just wasn't doing that again. I don't mind grinding, doing the Threads of Fate wasn't an option to basically, I just go out, do my quest. If I have gathering professions, I can go ahead and just take my time, do my gathering professions, queue for the dungeons, do whatever, and hang with the crew. So I did like that option being able to change the pace of leveling and have my covenant off the rip for my alts. So that was cool. Another pro that I do enjoy are the dungeons. The dungeons are great. The only one that I would probably say that I don't like is the one in Ardenweld. And it's not really the dungeon itself. Actually, I actually do like it. I can't lie. So the dungeons as a whole, they do feel good. I like the fact, to me personally, the dungeons feel like kata dungeons. Like, you're not going to just run up in there, pop your cools, cleave everything down, move on to the next. Nah. These dungeons right now are very favored for ranged. So if you're melee, you have to be careful what you're standing on and what's under your feet. Because guess what? You will die. Like, straight up. Yo, you'll die. You will be left dead, release spirit on screen, looking like a fool. So we don't want to have that. So dungeons feel good. On normal mode, of course, it's normal mode dungeons. They're easy. Heroics, they add a few more mechanics, and you can still die in there. And then even the M0s right now, they're kind of tough. And I can't lie. My Warriors item level is 175 right now, and feeling pretty good about that. So definitely dungeons feel great. The sanctions and the covenant things, it's not a big deal with those. It's just a flavor. Nothing that really impacts your gameplay up until you get to like the conduits, and those things can definitely help out with your gameplay. Things like that. What else do I have to talk about? So with my warrior, I went arms. I chose the Kyrian covenant. I'm enjoying it very, very much so. I've read a lot on Wildhead and in Mo Champion, Icy Veins, things like that, that Kyrian is in competition with the Venthyr covenant, which makes your execute, condemn, things like that. I didn't want to go that route because I knew that it was good. So, me always going against the grain, I was like, why not? I'm going to try Kyrian. And I do enjoy it a lot. I can't lie. I don't think I'm going to change my covenant on my warrior unless it gets like drastically nerfed. But we'll kind of see how that goes. But I'm definitely enjoying my warrior right now. Definitely enjoying the feel of the game. I'm kind of just chilling. I do my dailies, do my weeklies. And, have room to run Torghast and things like that. And, kind of just chill, work on alts until M pluses and raid opens up. So that's basically what we're prepping for right now. We're leveling our main guys and getting our alts ready, getting them geared up and things like that. So definitely a fun time. So cons are good old Shadowlands right now for me. Cons for me, and I think I lie. I have two cons really right now. So one is the mall. And not that the mall is bad. Let me tell you about the mall real quick. I'm gonna talk to y'all real quick. So if I had a nickel for every time that I've tried to mount while I was in the mall, I'd be filthy rich. I'd be, man, let me tell you, the instinct of like kill a mob mount, it's embarrassing. Like, I'm so embarrassed, and I don't even stream anything right now. And every time I hit the button, I'm just like, I just hold my face. I'm like, that's embarrassing, Someone walked by me and saw me try to mount. They saw my little hands go together to summon my mount, and guess what? I couldn't. Damn mall, I'm telling you. But other than that, the mall is cool. Really haven't done a lot in there, but I'm just like, I'm in really no rush, honestly. Just the things that are worthwhile in there, it's going to take a while to unlock, so it's not really a big deal. My only other con right now in the game is that Fury sucks. Man, Fury's bad. Fury's so bad, it makes me so sad. I guess it's just something I have to deal with. It's punishing. It's so sad because I was so hyped, and that my my spec is so bad that I have to refer to. I don't like arms. Arms is not my thing. It's not my play style. It's a little slow for me. I like the fast pace, swinging things around up in there and doing my thing. But I just gotta settle for what it is. So it's all good. Last but not least is Torghast. Now, Torghast is fun. I can't lie. The powers that you get from Anima Power in Torghast is insane. Now, there are some mechanics in there that will kill you that I've died to many times, aka fire, aka axes that are floating in the air that you just really can't figure out how they're holding up in there, but they're in there nonetheless. The biggest gripe I think I have with Torghast right now is that I've noticed from other streamers and myself personally is clearing these things as DPS. Now, once you get level 3 on the upper layer is the one for this week, things get tough. You get debuffs that reduce your health by X amount of percent per floor. And then, some days you'll have it to where that you're taking, I think the max is 5% of your health in damage every 3 seconds. So for DPS, it's kind of tough unless you have like crazy off hills. So maybe like a red pally, maybe a druid, shaman, things like that. But then the end bosses, they hit like a truck. So, the alternative for this? Go in prot. If you have a prot spec, a tank spec, that's the way you want to go. Now, let me tell you how easy. This is easy. Now, my warrior is pretty geared right now from just the amount of, dungeons and things that I've run. And I've run in here as a DPS, solo and in a group, and gotten to the last boss on floor 6 and just get mollywopped, right? It's terrible. I'm like, let me go in here as prot. My boy just did his last night. He just hit 60 on his druid, had a 150 item level, went in there, cleared it like it was nothing because he played guardian. So I was like, let me just go ahead and try prot, because I need to get my soul ash. I run up in here, man, big pulling, like big dog pulling everything. Health's not budging. Damage is absurd because of Anima powers. I'm like, oh man, here go Blizz, man, just catering to the tanks again. So get to the last boss, and I could like just close my eyes and I'm like, there's no way I can die. Like I can't. Like no matter what was done, I just heal right through it for the little bit of damage that I took. So I think the only thing I don't like with that is that tanks wholeheartedly have the advantage right now when it comes to Torghast. Like if you want to know for sure that you're going to get your soul ash every week on the weekly reset, if you have a tank spec, tank it. Get weapons, get whatever you need to do. It's going to teach you how to tank if you've never tanked before. But I would advise you use your tank spec. Just use it. Might as well take advantage of it. So, but other than that, overall experience with Shadowlands, I am loving it. Like seeing so many of my people on playing. Our guild has grown. We've been recruiting people. If anyone's looking for a guild, we are on Alliance Storm Rage. The guild is called Incepted. I'll make sure if you're interested, you're looking for a spot, go ahead and leave a comment down below in this video. But anyways, overall with this expansion, man, I'm enjoying it so much. I don't have really anything bad to say. One, because Warrior's in a good spot. Overall, if Warrior's in a good spot, I'm cool. Two, my Warlock is Demo, and I'm playing Demo, and my damage is wild. Man, that's all I need. Like, if my lock can compete with Marksman Hunters and Frost Mage, the Warrior might get the back seat. I'm just saying that right now. I might get the back seat, but we'll see how that goes. So, that being said, Shadowlands in a very good position. I would recommend anyone that's been away from the game, make sure to come try it out. If you're playing Classic, man, come on back to the game. Give it a shot. You get that first leveling done, get it knocked out, level some alts. I feel like everything is viable right now. Everything can be played. Everything can be used in Mythic Plus, dungeons, raids, settings right now. And I think as we get more gear, the gaps will close with some specs, some classes. Unless you play like Pharaoh Druid, then you probably won't. You'll probably just have to play Boomkin or get kicked out of the group. But anyways, Shout out to all the Feral Druids, all 17 Feral Druids out there that are playing it. But I would get back to the game, enjoy it, level some alts, get it with your friends, find your raid group, find your Mythic Plus group, enjoy the grind. You will not be disappointed. Make sure if you like the video, leave a comment down below, hit the like button, hit the subscription button too if you haven't. Also, hit that bell notification for your boys so you know when I post the next video. I need to go ahead and start making these things more consistent. Like I pre-record the gameplay. I get the gameplay and then I'm like, forget to actually do the post commentary for everything. But I'm gonna definitely start working on that. Also, comment below and let me know what you're playing right now. What is your main, what is your alt, and what is one thing that you enjoy about the game and one thing that you don't enjoy. So without further ado, it's your boy Coop. Appreciate you guys watching the video. I'ma holler at you on the flip side. Make sure if you're on Storm Rage Alliance and you're looking for a guild, hit your boy up. I'll holler at y'all later. Take it easy. Have fun in Shadowlands. Peace.